Welcome back. In module number 10, we're going to look at how we care for our vSphere portion of the environment. We're going to look at a few tools that allow us to update and patch our ESXi host, as well as vCenter server. Let's dive right in to module number 10, vSphere Lifecycle Management. As we're managing the life cycle of our vSphere infrastructure, there are a few different components that we have to look at. We have to look at patches and fixes for both vCenter server and ESXi. And there are a number of tools that allow us to do that. And these tools can be managed in a couple of different ways depending on what version of ESXi we have in our infrastructure. So let's look at this as kind of a whole sort of portion where we can say, this is all the stuff that we've got. So we're dividing this module into 5 different lessons. The first one we're going to do is look at vCenter Update Planner, which allows us to have a look at all of the different systems that are utilizing vCenter, look at the different versions of all of those different systems, whether it's vRealize Operations Manager or NSX, or all of the different components that we have, and determine whether or not a vCenter upgrade will be compatible with all of the systems that we've plugged in. Then we're going to have a look at ESXi and updating ESXi through Lifecycle Manager. Okay? Lifecycle Manager allows you to update ESXi and its components in a couple of different ways, either using baselines or using a single image for the entire cluster. Okay? And finally, we'll look at how we update our VMware tools and virtual machine hardware. Okay? When it comes to the use cases for this, it's of course important that we stay current and consistent across our entire infrastructure. We don't want to have multiple versions of vSphere 7 at multiple patch levels. We don't want to have some of our hosts running vSphere 6.7 Update 2 and others running Update 3. We want to make sure that everything is consistent. That way, we can be sure that when and if we have problems in the environment, when we have to troubleshoot something, we don't have to worry about inconsistent versions as a source of an issue. Okay? So we want to stay current in terms of patch level, in terms of security fixes and all of these things. And then we want to make sure that we have currently updated our ESXi hosts, our vCenter server, and our virtual machines. And as a vSphere administrator, that is our job. And there are certainly repercussions of performing updates in the environment in terms of, hey, I've got to send hosts into maintenance mode and evacuate the VMs, perform the update, make sure the update has allowed us to reboot the hosts and they come back and attach to vCenter server and all of these things. So you've got to plan this stuff wisely. Let's dive in here when we come back with vCenter Update Planner.